What's up, everyone? We are here for another episode of TMP, the Menace Podcast. And I have another special guest here today, and it's, in my eyes, the future of Classic Physique. And you probably already know who I'm talking about. It's Mr. Bryan Jones. Bryan, what's going on, brother? Let me first say thank you for coming in, for making your way up here to Chandler. How you doing, my man?
No, thank you. And yeah, I'm doing good.
So, Bryan, you know, I have to be perfectly honest.
Yeah.
A couple of months ago, I didn't know who Bryan Jones was. And, you know, I feel bad, number one.
Don't feel bad.
No, I tell you why. I feel bad because you train in the same gym.
Yeah.
That's why I feel bad. Because
yeah.
I had to I found out, the first time I saw you competing was at the Chicago Pro.
Yeah.
That you won to qualify for the Olympia.
Yeah.
But I did not know that you train out of the same gym that I train out of. So for that, I feel bad. You know, knowing who Bryan Jones is, it's not that bad. But for you being local in the gym where I train since 2007, that's what I feel bad for. So now, who's Bryan Jones? Bryan, where do you come from, man? I would like to get this information out there because I'm probably not the only one that doesn't really know a lot about Bryan Jones. So that's why I said I got to get this guy on the podcast here and talk about you. You know, where you from?
I'm from Hayward, California.
So you from California?
Yeah, from Hayward, yep.
Okay, so now since you obviously a Classic Physique star right now, I would say it because you placed 5th at the Olympia.
Yes.
Now, where did that start? Take us back to California as a kid. Was Bryan a big guy? Were you into sports?
Yeah, I was always into sports. I was into football, did gymnastics when I was younger, did karate and stuff like that, but mainly football all the way until junior college.
So you played football all the way to college? Okay.
Yes.
Okay, so what happened to your football career?
Let's see, I got to Virginia State, did a year there, then I was done, decided to come back home. And then I moved to Arizona to go to school at ASU. Then that's when I picked up bodybuilding while I was going to ASU.
So you went to ASU for football?
No, just to finish up my degree. Yeah.
Just to go to school?
Yeah.
Okay, so when did you move here to AC?
Like around 2013.
2013. So you lived in California basically all your life?
All my life, pretty much, yep.
Okay, so and when you said gymnastics, because I was talking to Andrea Shaw, she was also into gymnastics. So how was gymnastics? Did you do it competitive or just?
Yeah, so I was like 9 or 10, I want to say. Yeah.
Okay, so you were really real young.
Yeah, real young. Yeah, that helped me a lot, as I would say.
Okay, so you moved to Arizona in 2013 and you started bodybuilding.
Yeah, well, what happened was I was wouldn't say bodybuilding, just lifting, you know. And then I found a guy who pretty much kept saying I should get into bodybuilding. A mentor of mine, or a friend of mine, Mike Snitz, he was saying I should get into bodybuilding. So I kept dusting it off, you know.
Did you lift any weights at all, even if you played football? Just the normal stuff?
Yeah, I lift weights and everything like that.
Okay, just the curls for the girls and stuff like that.
You know, squats, you know, nothing like, you know, nothing what I do now, no one near, but yeah. And, you know, he kept suggesting that I get into bodybuilding, and I kept saying, I don't think I look good in some trunks, you know. And then finally, he introduced me to his coach. And then next, you know, he said, you should, you know, give it a try. I was like, well, I have nothing else better to do. Kill some time I'm in school, you know. And so then after the first show, I was like, I actually kind of like this, actually, you know.
So you started bodybuilding and you fell in love with the sport right away?
Yeah, around 2016.
Okay. That's when you started competing, right?
Yeah, 2016, my first show at the Patriots Classic. Yeah, Patriots Classic, yeah.
Okay, so and that was in bodybuilding?
That was in bodybuilding. That was right before Classic, I think. Right before it came.
Okay, so your first bodybuilding show was, I might have the wrong information. It says here it's 2016 Emerald Cup.
No, it wasn't the Emerald Cup. I did.
Wasn't?
No, it was the Patriots Classic.
Yeah, somebody's giving me wrong information about you. That's why I'm glad you're here.
Yeah, muscle contest. Yeah. Then the second show I did was.
How'd you place?
I won overall for the novice. Then I won my light heavy division. And then I didn't win overall, though. I lost to a guy. I think he was a super heavy, yeah. And he wound up getting
that was bodybuilding?
Yeah, that was bodybuilding, yeah. And then the second show I did was the Phoenix Europa.
Okay.
And I went overall for that one.
Did you go to the Nationals?
Yeah, went right to Nationals in November to Miami. Took 7th.
Okay, so that's the right information that I have.
Yeah, took 7th in Nationals that year, yep.
And then you went basically straight to the USAs in 2018.
Yeah, I thought I was at first I wasn't really going to compete anymore, really, at the Nationals, actually.
Well, you didn't feel like competing anymore? Because you didn't place?
Well, no, it wasn't that. I was like, the guy, coach I'm with, I was like, I don't know. And then finally, you know, after a year, I kept training every day like I was going to compete. And I said, I'll step on stage one day. And then eventually, you know, I decided to get back with the same coach and said, all right, well, give it another shot. And I did the same show again. The Patriots won the overall for that one in Classic. And I did bodybuilding too, both shows. So pretty much they were judges said, just stick to Classic, you know. I was like, all right, then,
so when did you decide to go Classic?
2018, actually, yeah.
2018.
Right before USS.
So who made that decision for you? Yourself or your coach?
Me, my coach, and my current coach now, Emmanuel Alvarez. Yeah, he was the one that was pushing I should just do Classic, actually.
Which I think was a great move.
It was a good move by him. Yeah.
So just to get this straight. So you started competing in 2016. In 2018, you won your pro card.
Yep.
Okay, at the USA's by winning the overall, which is a good show to win the overall because USA's is still for me the #1 show in the United States.
Oh, really? Yeah.
Yeah. So, and then also 2018, you went straight into a pro show.
Yes, I did the Ultimate Warrior Classics.
And that was as a Classic Physique. You placed fourth.
Placed fourth, yeah.
You went back there the next year.
And placed fourth again.
Placed fourth. How did that feel for you?
I was pissed. Shit.
How many athletes? I'm glad you said that.
I was actually mad after the pro debut. Actually, I was mad.
Really?
Yeah. I was like, oh.
Did you think you should have placed better?
Now that I look at it, at the time, I'm surprised I got fourth. Now looking back,
I mean, you placed fourth in your first pro show. You're in the top 5.
Yeah, I was mad about that. Actually, I was mad.
I mean, I feel you. I mean, I
was bad.
Some people don't understand that. When you're so competitive that you're just not happy with fourth place.
Yeah, I was like, I think I got this one in the bag, and stage kind of came, and next, went from middle to end to end. I was like, oh shit, it's getting real.
Right.
Yeah, I haven't lost a show since in like 2 years. That's my first actual loss. So that was like that was a shocker. I was like, hey, and then I came back again.
So you basically said, I'm going to train for this show. I'm going to come back next year. I'm going to clean up. And you played fourth again.
Yep.
What was harder, the first place and first time or the second time?
Oh, the second.
Second time hit you harder?
Second time hit me harder. I was like, I didn't get any better. I was like, I could have sworn I got better and stuff like that.
You know what I think it is with the physique, classic physique evolved in the last how many years? 4 or 5 years now?
About 5 years now, yeah.
In the first year, it was
all over the place.
The guys in the first year, other than Danny Hester, I think all the other guys that competed in the first year, they wouldn't even make top 10 right now.
Wow, really?
I think so, because even Danny Hester would have issues making top 10 right now because they evolved so much.
Yeah, I agree.
It was basically, it was in 2000, whatever, the first classic, this is just my opinion. Yeah. The first Classic Physique show was basically man physique guys who train legs.
Yeah, with a little size.
And bodybuilders that can't get big enough.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, this is for me.
That was one reason I was afraid to go to a classic at first, because I didn't want people to say, oh, he got run out of bodybuilding and couldn't hang.
No, but...
So that's why I stood in bodybuilding for like another year and a half or two. To finally I said, well, I might as well just, go to classic. So I don't want people to think that I got ran out of bodybuilding because I couldn't hang or nothing like that.
Right. So there's a difference of, there's a difference going to classic because you like the classic poses. Yeah. Or now you go classic because you have classic shape.
Yeah, and that's what I was convinced. Like, you have classic shape, Brian. Right. You should do classic. And I was like, oh, yeah, not now. Now look back, it was a good move though. But
so fast forward to 2020. It's your third Classic Pro show. You win the Chicago Pro, which qualified you for the 2020 Olympia. Yeah. How did that feel? And what changed after winning? Do you know when you qualified for the Olympia? What in your mind, what did change, and what did you expect going into the Olympia?
Go back. So going to Chicago or Atlanta.
Chicago Pro in Atlanta, yeah.
So pretty much everything changed. The posing improved 100%. I linked up with Rusty Jeffers. That was number one.
I remember that because I saw you coming out of the posing room one time. I didn't know it was you.
Oh, yeah?
Bro, I swear. And I remember because I commentate, I was doing the commentary for the Olympia. I remember mentioning this. I was like, yes, first of all, he trains at my gym. Yeah. And I know he poses with Rusty Jeffers, which showed a lot, by the way.
Yeah. So that was number one, Manny, my coach, is like, we got to get your posing coach. You got to improve that posing like ASAP now. If you want any chance to win this show, you got to improve the posing. So that was number one. And then two, the training was way different. The diet was way different from what I'm used to. And so so that was the whole mindset. It was pretty much a reset button, pretty much.
Right.
So it was like it was a whole different person leading up to Chicago to the point I was like, there's no way in hell I can lose this show. Like if I lose,
so you were confident.
Yeah, yeah.
Before?
Yeah, before. Yeah, I was like, there's no way I can lose.
Hey, listen, this is your third pro show.
Yeah.
So you going into a...
Yeah, I was like, I got to get this monkey off my back right now. Like, if I don't win this, I don't know what I'm going to do. I was like, if I don't win this, then this might not be for me, you know?
Okay, so it was that.
So I was like, every day was just relentless. I was relentless every day, every hour, like, just thinking, like, I got to win this show. Like, this the one right here.
So you win Chicago. So what's next? What's your thoughts getting ready for the Olympia? Basically, you just have like what, few weeks?
8 weeks.
No. Yeah, it was 2 months. 2 months.
I had about 8 weeks. So I was like, all right, well.
So what did you think you had to change? Did you go with high expectations into the Olympia, or did you say I'm going to just get my feet wet like everybody else the first time?
No, high expectations. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm not going to lie to you.
No, don't lie. I don't want you to lie. But you know, because you know how it is. People say, you go to the Olympia for the first time, you're going to have to get your feet wet, no matter how good you look.
Yeah, you know, people was like, wait your turn. I was like, F that. I don't want to wait my turn.
It's not a lot of people. There's not a lot of people that make
I actually thought I had a legit shot to win it, actually. Like, honestly, to keep it 100, I thought I had a shot to win it, actually. You know,
so you believe that you can win the Olympia?
And
that's
you know, most people just kind of just to go, but I was like, I think I have a legit shot. You know, You know, same thing. My coach, my fiancé said, like, you can, if you don't win it, you'll probably get top 5. I said, whoa, I'm going for all of it. I'm going for it all. Yeah, you know, with no point to just, you know, kind of just go there just to be seen, you know, in my opinion.
But being top 5 at the biggest show in the world first time, I mean, there's not a lot of people that said they made top 5. I talked to Andrea, and we both out of the top 10 first Olympia.
Yeah.
No business. Like, looked like we had no business on there. And I thought I was going, I was like, I'm gonna get in there and make some noise.
Yeah.
I'll make some noise on my way out.
Yeah, plus I was like, I got nothing to lose. There's no pressure on me. Nobody knows who I am. I was like, what's the worst that can happen, you know? You know, so I was thinking like...
Well, the worst that can happen is mostly being overlooked, which in your case wasn't possible because you stood out.
Yeah. But I was thinking like, well, what's the worst that can happen? No one knows who I am. Unexpected, which could be a good thing at the same time.
It was.
But then again, it could, you know, like you said, hurt me because, you know, be overlooked, you know.
Right.
So
which like I said, you know, which can goes back to like, you know, get your feet wet, you know.
Yeah.
But, you know, you came in and listen, I remember I got a text from Chad.
Yeah, from Chad, yeah.
He texted me. I was already in Orlando. He said, keep an eye out for Bryan Jones.
Yeah.
I was like, damn, what does Chad know? You know, Chad, you know Chad. What does Chad know?
Yeah,
you know? And here you go. I watched the prejudging, you know, and you stood out. And I remember because, you know, automatically as a fan of the sport, you know, you're going to look at the guys that were in the conversation leading up to the Olympia.
Yeah.
And of course, everybody was talking about C-Bum. Yeah. Everybody was talking about Brian, Terrence, Alex Cabanero is his name, and Logan.
And Logan, yeah.
That was the name that we'll talk about.
I was like, perfect.
So, perfect. So you basically, and this is why I think, you know, this is going to be something that the judge is going to remember because they picked you out of a huge lineup.
Yeah.
Huge lineup. I think there were like 30 guys, if not more.
Yeah, the first year after the prejudging, first person at the post next was Bumstead. I was like, oh, it's getting real now.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, yeah.
So they picked you, they saw you out of a huge lineup and put you in the mix with the best of the best, which is, I think, a good sign. And seeing you standing there, because sometimes it's hard to really see how good someone looks unless you put him together with the good guys.
You got to, that's it.
You know, if you stand on this outside and, you know,
you can't tell.
He looks kind of decent, but you never know.
Yeah.
Because, and this is what a lot of people thought back in the days at some shows. People said, they don't want to put you next to the champ because they don't want the champ to look bad.
Was that always true or no?
No, it wasn't always true. I don't think so. It's just hard to prove yourself if you don't get compared.
Especially in your first go-round too, huh?
Yeah. But as an athlete, and this is why I still got to applaud the judges, and especially head judge Steve Weinberger, because he put you guys to work.
Yeah, he made it work,
He said, you're going to work for this here.
Oh, yeah, we worked.
Right. So, and watching prejudging, you know, of course, I mean, I got to say, because everybody kept going back to Chris Bumstead, and rightfully so. Yeah, he came in much improved.
Oh, man,
from the year before.
He deserved this win. I'm not going to lie and say he didn't.
There's no doubt that he came much improved. He shut the door from basically the beginning.
Yeah, so
but if you look for competition for for Chris Bumstead. Chris Bumstead wasn't. His sound and it looked to me like he was never worried about Bryan. Okay.
I mean, yeah.
He was never, the way he talked, he said he's not worried about Bryan.
He wasn't worried about anybody.
So if you look at the champ, he's tall. He's tall. He's wide. So who is the biggest competition?
Yeah.
Someone like you.
Yeah.
And you didn't get a chance to stand right next to him yet.
Yeah.
But I think this next year, are you going to do any other show than the Olympia?
Yeah, probably Tampa and Arnold.
So are you going into it? But you don't have to qualify, right?
No, I don't have to qualify.
You qualify for this year.
Yeah.
So I think that you are probably a huge threat to Chris Bumstead because you're tall also, and you got the shape.
Yeah.
You got this. I mean, you got every body part that's on there, and plus the judges already recognize you. So which means they just want to see you come back improved.
Yeah,
they want to see you working on your craft and just coming better.
Yeah.
So tell me this. So coming back, leaving Orlando, coming home, knowing you're fifth, which is I would say unbelievable at the Olympia. So now, what's your mindset like right now? Because I know you're in the gym, you're training. Everything's back to normal.
Yeah. So I come back. I'm like, all right, now, what to do now to be in the top 2 or try to get the title? I'm like, okay, well, let's see if I can be a little bigger, possibly, but not like muscle quality wise. Let's see if.
What was your stage weight?
Stage weight like 213, 212.
What's the cutoff for you?
5'11", 222, I think. Yeah.
So you still have some room to grow.
That's some room to grow.
Okay.
But I'm gonna use it wisely though. Yeah.
So does Chris Bumstead though? He still has room to grow.
Yeah, he does.
Too.
Yeah, I heard he does. Yeah, he does.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
that's good.
So that's the goal.
Yeah. So I probably use up more of my stage weight. Probably extra 3 to 4 pounds. Still keep the aesthetics. Play with that.
So what are you doing right now? What's at this point? We are 7 months out.
7 months. Yep, 7 months out.
So what is a day in Bryan Jones's life right now?
Oh, I just wake up every day, just waiting for the moment.
What time you wake up? You wake up late because I text.
I just text me at 6. Yeah,
I text you in the morning. And I got to reply 6 or 7 hours later.
Wake up like at 10. Yeah. I wake up late. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah. So you sleep late too?
Somewhat. Not really. No, not too late.
Take us.
Not really.
What do you do? What are you doing? You work?
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah. Yeah, a little bit.
What's a little bit?
Do some security.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
What, clubs or?
Yeah, around the valley and stuff
strip
like
clubs.
That. No, I don't do strip clubs.
No, why not?
I don't know.
What's wrong with a strip club?
Nothing wrong with a strip club. I'm there.
Okay, so you bounce at clubs.
Yeah.
That's what you. Okay.
People always ask how I got here. I was willing to work just a little harder than everyone else. Every damn day. If I can have hundreds of hours back, I'm gonna grab them. Spending hours prepping chicken, rice, and vegetables, F that. I rely on perfect nutrition. I rely on trifecta.
So that's why you probably sleep late. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So what is a normal day for Bryan Jones?
Wake up, let's see, around maybe 10 or so, check my weight, be like, well, I'm a little lower in weight or well, I'm a little higher. Oh yeah, I didn't drink that much water like yesterday. Do a few poses, Rusty makes me, do a few poses in the morning, half sleep. So I just go through a round of poses, half sleep, eat my first meal.
Every day?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, just a quick, round, just a half-ass round, half sleep, just so that way I can literally be able to do all this stuff in my sleep, And then, let's see, eat my first meal, go on YouTube, watch something lifting related.
What's your favorite thing on YouTube?
To watch, I actually like watching, what was it, the Grand Prix 96 with Ronnie and Flex, I think it was.
The one in Germany?
I think so, yeah.
Okay, was Dorian still on that stage?
No, he went on the stage, I don't believe.
96, I think he was.
Was it Grand Prix? No, was it Grand Prix? Yeah, I think it was Grand Prix.
Grand Prix in Germany.
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
Yeah, well, there were many back then, after the Olympia, there was a tour going on through Europe. There were like 6, 7, sometimes 8 shows, like back to back to back, for the guys to make some good money.
Yeah, so I watched them go at it. Then I watched the routines, and I'd be like, I think I'm going to pull something out of one of those routines, So I watch like every morning just to get, and then I'll watch a few, I watched that, and then,
You watch any of the podcasts or any of the other bodybuilding related stuff? Like rumor mills and bullshit talk and all that shit where people spread rumors?
Nah.
You don't get,
I don't get into that, nah. Now I don't get into that. Then what else? So eat my meal, watch a few, videos.
You train once a day, twice a day?
Oh, once a day.
Okay.
And then I do my usual, eat my meals, get ready to work out, go to the gym, meet up with Manny, and then, while I'm in the locker room waiting, watch my Rocky versus Drago bout every
so
time.
You psych yourself up a little bit?
I watch it every time, even in cardio during prep.
Right.
I watch it for an hour straight.
There you go. See, I used to I used to motivate myself in videos because I had no other options while I was living in Thailand. I had only the videos.
You live in Thailand,
Back then it was VHS. So.
Oh yeah. Yeah. So I watch Rocky versus Drago for like an hour straight. The fight's only 10 minutes, so I watch it about 6 times.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, every time. Yeah. Throughout the whole prep, every prep so far since Chicago. So that's my routine now. Watching that throughout the whole cardio session, and then listen to it while I'm training.
Gotcha.
And then train, talk about what I need to do to get better every day with my coach.
So what's the game plan?
Game plan, be sharp on the legs, better condition on the quad area, bigger back, always improve the posing, improve the posing. But yeah, better condition on the quad area. That's probably what I lacked at a little bit.
Because the quads are huge.
Yeah, so I don't have. Yeah.
I mean, I don't think there's anybody on that stage with a quad sweep like yours.
Yeah, improve it.
Do you think your quads are too big? Too a little bit too big? Don't say no if you don't. I'm just asking.
I don't think so.
I don't think so.
I mean,
either.
I never heard nobody saying having too big of a legs is a problem. I don't think.
No, I'm not. I'm just asking because your legs stand out.
Yeah.
Especially next to the other guys.
Yeah.
Because nobody has quads like you.
Yeah. But I don't think so. I just need to get better separation in the quads. So we've been working on that.
So what you doing for better separation?
Better as far as working out wise, going deeper in certain exercises like hack squats, squats, things of that nature, activate the upper part of the quad, which I think I can't activate as well for some reason. So we've been working on that, and what else? Yeah, that's pretty much it. Working on the back, doing certain muscle groups, things in that nature. So that way we say, okay, what did those guys have it better than you? They had better backs. The guys who beat me, better quad separation.
What would you say is your weakest body part?
Probably back.
Your back?
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
Okay, what, like the width, the thickness?
Thickness.
Yeah.
No, mostly thickness, yeah.
Yeah.
Thickness, yeah. I think so. Comparing my back to the other guys who beat me, there's a gap. I can see, yeah.
I think Chris Bumstead make a huge, I mean, his back jumped from
I know, yeah.
an amateur back to a great back.
Yeah,
in
I didn't think he would
year.
come in like that.
It's unbelievable. It's unbelievable
Yeah,
what
saw
he did.
Backstage, I said, "Oh man, we in trouble."
Yeah, it's unbelievable what he did. So but that shows that anything's possible if you just focus the right way.
He did that within 12 months, 13 months. Yeah. So I'm like, oh yeah, if he can do it, I can do it too.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. So you train? How many times you train your back? You train it once a week, twice a week?
Twice a week.
Okay. So you focus on different areas.
Yeah, different areas. Yeah.
Okay. So give me a back workout. Go through some of the exercises that you do in order to improve on thickness.
Let's see. Because I have.
So you always say we. So that means you have a training partner, or your coach trains with you.
He trains with me actually.
Okay, so he's there counting reps all the time. So he's with you.
Yeah, he's a competitor too. Yeah. So,
okay.
Yeah.
So he competes.
Yeah, he competes. Yeah.
Okay, as a pro, amateur.
Amateur. Yeah, right now.
Right.
Yeah.
So it must be special for him knowing that you guys been training together for a while.
Yeah, about 3 years. Yeah.
So he went through all of this with you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That makes sense. So he's your ride or die.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So go take me through a back workout.
Let's see. What we start off with? Warm up, of course. We'll start with. It depends. Some days we start with a lat pull down. Get the lats pumped. And then we'll start going into row machines, try to target the middle back. Since I have a problem with activating the middle back because my lats are so dominant, that it's hard for me to really kind of squeeze that middle back. So that's why.
So what are you doing for to make sure you connect with your back?
Oh, he kind of like pushes my arm back to where I have to. Yeah,
So this is what I tell people.
Yeah.
Because you don't. Do you use straps?
Yeah.
All the time.
Not all the time, just for the heavy sets.
That's what.
For the heavy sets.
Use straps all the time, and I'll tell you why. Because here's the problem that people do. Because your arms are fucking ridiculous.
Yeah,
and that's because you use your grip.
Yeah, and
when you grip, you're okay, but you use a lot of biceps.
Yeah, so that's one of the problems too. Yeah.
And in order to just literally connect with your back, You don't have to pull with your hands.
Yes.
You got to pull out of your elbows. So don't use your hands. Use straps so you can literally almost let go on your hands and just pull with using your elbows. And now you get that connection.
Even when I'm doing lightweight and whatnot.
Yes,
so
because you want to get into that phase where you can feel.
Because when I get to the heavy sets, that's when I start to use more of the biceps, you know.
I know, but if you don't feel it with a low weight, you don't feel it with a heavy weight. So you gotta basically train yourself to connect. Especially, I'm telling you, I'm speaking from experience.
Oh yeah, I know, you know, yeah.
I speak because I had the same issue. I could never feel my back. I mean, I get a pump when I do lat
I get a pull. Yeah.
But when I do rows,
when you do rows,
I don't get that pump.
Yeah.
And just because I was always, in my hand, my forearms was all full.
Yeah.
You know, and you want to avoid that. You want to use straps or Versa grips or anything that makes you relax on your hands.
So relax the hands.
So when you pull, you just elbows.
So like a rope kind of.
That's it. That's how you connect the best with your back. Go ahead, now. Don't let me stop.
That's game. Put me on game. Yeah, put me on game. Help me get this dub.
So you roll, and then do you do any bend over rows, barbell rows?
Nah, not anymore.
No, why not?
That was one of the problems too, because I was using too much of my arms for those and stuff. So
same thing there.
Same thing
Use
there.
the straps, strap up, focus on your. Always remember, think about elbows. Don't think about nothing else. When you pull, think about your elbows. Like you just mentioned that he's pulling your elbows back.
Yeah, he's pulling.
You need to do that.
Yeah.
Not with your hands, but with your elbow only. So I tell people all the time, use your hand, your forearm as an extension and pull with your elbows. That's it. And once you get that connection, when you get that pump, like probably your biceps, you probably do a warm-up and you're full.
Yeah.
That's the connection you need to get. And once you get that, you'll see your back improving like drastically.
Okay.
Okay.
So that's what it is. So just use straps every time.
I would.
Throughout the whole back workout.
I would. If you don't have weak forearms,
No, I don't have weak forearms at all.
Yeah, so
I just only use it just for the heavy sets.
Yeah,
just for like the last set or two, you know.
Yeah, I would just get used to it and start using your elbows and don't use your hands anymore.
Yeah, because I just use them as a necessity. Because the heavier you get, the grip,
Right.
So, I'm gonna try that. No, I'm gonna try that though. We just did back yesterday, so I think we got back. I think Saturday.
It's not always about the weight, Sometimes it's the connection. You gotta feel. If you can put the blood into the body part,
yes,
that's the goal. You know, I mean, if you could do it heavy, okay, but sometimes you got to reduce weight in order to feel it.
Yeah,
I was able to squat 700 pounds and I didn't get a pump, but if I use 400. And I go higher reps, I get a pump. So the heavier I go, the less I feel.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel it on my back.
Yeah.
I know
what you mean. Yeah.
Yeah, it's not all about weight.
Yeah.
So okay. So now the main goal for you is to what you said? What show are you going to do next?
Tampa.
Tampa. That is in September.
That's August.
It's August. So of course, since you don't have to qualify, you don't think it's a risk going into a show and maybe not being at your best and losing that hype a little bit?
I mean,
did you think about it?
No, I didn't think about it.
You didn't even think about that?
Didn't even think about it at all.
Yeah, this is, especially in classic things.
Why not? Yeah,
Yeah, I'm not trying to tell you not to do it because Tim Gardner would kill me. No, I love that show. It's a great show, and I think it can go two ways. If you're on, you're on.
Yeah.
You don't have to worry about nothing if you're on because you look great.
Yeah.
So if you go into Tampa and whatever other show and you win them both,
yeah,
it's going to give you another kick for the Olympia. Of course, it's going to help you.
Yes.
But you want to make sure you don't go. Here's the thing. For me, it's always about doing multiple shows, which is a good thing, and especially when you want to make a name for yourself.
Yeah,
But sometimes you have to decide. I say, what show am I going to peak for? Because it's not easy to peak several times.
That is true.
It's possible. And for some people, it might be easier in classic because you guys don't have I'm talking 280, 290, 270 pounds.
Yeah, no. Yeah.
At your height and weight is a little bit easier, but it's risky, because sometimes you're just not 100%.
Yeah.
And some guys are, So what you don't want to do, is get beat by guys that have no business beating you.
That is true.
I didn't
think about that.
So when you go for shows, which is perfectly fine, which I think is good for you right now because you need to make a name for yourself.
That's the one thing. Yeah.
But make sure you're on.
Yeah.
Okay. Make sure maybe not 100%, but 99%.
No. In other words, you just say don't lose.
Make sure you just come in. People need to see the Bryan Jones, an improved version of the Bryan Jones.
Yeah, that's the point. Yeah.
It's the same thing as Andrea did. She did she qualified in Chicago, but she still went to the Rising Phoenix, which was 10 days out from the Olympia.
Yes.
Well, it wasn't necessary because she was already qualified.
Yeah.
But coming in and winning that show made it even higher favorite for the Olympia. Yeah. So in your case, I absolutely think you should compete as much as possible.
Yeah, that's weird. I mean, I'm not afraid to compete. Some guys, they top 5 and just sit back for a year, but I actually like being on stage. So.
Yeah, I mean, it gives you stage time is experience.
Yeah, I like being on stage too. So
Yeah. So what do you think is your strength? And when it comes to Bryan Jones, when you step on stage, what's your strength?
Strength, probably stage presence. Probably. I think so. I step on stage, I kind of notice people kind of. Hey.
Yeah, because it's classic. You know, if you have a classic shape, you want to see classic poses.
Yeah,
and
I hit a lot of classic poses. Yeah,
right. And I mentioned that in the commentary because. And you still working with Rusty on the posing?
Like twice a week now. For right now, like twice a week.
When it comes to classic posing, I think he's without a doubt the best. Not only because he can do it himself.
Oh, yeah, he does it himself too. Yeah.
Yeah, but because he can bring it across. He can teach it for you to understand how to do it and why you choose certain poses. I worked with him one time for the Arnold, my last Arnold.
I think he told me. I think
for the last Arnold,
back shots and stuff.
Yes.
Yeah, that was
Because sometimes some people don't understand in bodybuilding, and this is the hard part, because just because you see someone else hit a pose and you like it, doesn't mean if you do the same pose, you look the same.
Yeah, I've learned that. Yeah.
Yeah. So
he's good at doing certain poses for your physique. Right. Like he says, pose for your physique.
And then the transitions, that's very important for him.
Yeah, I like the change. Yeah.
So you still do it twice a week?
Yeah, that's awesome. Pose to me twice a week. Yeah, I was with him, was it Monday? Yeah, Monday, yeah.
So where you at weight-wise right now?
233.
233.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, 233.
So you don't go fat and nothing like that? You don't pick out after shows? You don't go really off stuff?
Not really, no. I did that one time and it made me sick, so yeah.
You don't like it?
No, I don't pick out. I mean, I eat cheat meals here and there, but for the most part, I stick to a diet, off-season diet. It's pretty lean. Try to stay lean all year round.
Okay. So how many days do you train a week?
Now 5. Yeah.
5 days?
Yeah, it was 6.
So on weekends you take off?
Friday and then Sunday.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so you work every week in the clubs? Are they open at all?
So yeah, some of them are. Yeah.
Oh really?
Yeah, Old Town stuff.
So you don't have any issues with problems? You don't worry about getting into a fight because somebody acting a fool?
No, man.
No? I mean, that's what you're there for, right?
No, I never have troubles doing security jobs. No, I've never had trouble.
No, never. But does you never think about what if something happens and you hurt yourself?
Never thought about it.
So do you stop working as a bouncer before the shows?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So you at least do that.
Yeah. Weeks away, like at least 6 to 8 weeks.
Because I don't want to give a hint to some of the guys up in the top. Say, listen. I want you to go to that club. He's about 3 weeks out. He's still there. He's going to be a little weaker. Start something.
Take me out.
Sure he won't. Yeah. Take him out of the show. No. So okay. So you stop everything like a couple of weeks out.
Yeah. Stop it. Yeah.
So you don't have a daytime job?
Daytime. I'm chilling in daytime. Yeah, I like doing everything at night.
Right.
I like doing everything at night for some reason. Yeah.
You have kids?
No, I have no kids.
How old are you?
30.
I didn't even ask. 30 years old. You still a baby?
Still a baby.
30 years is a baby, man. He's about almost as old. Yeah, my daughter's a little younger than you. Damn, 30. Yeah. So you got so much time, man.
Joe Weider's Olympia here in Orlando, Florida. A little bit strange coming out of Las Vegas for all of those years.
Good evening. And welcome to the event that nearly never happened.
There's been an absence of a particular group of people on this stage that are back tonight. Tonight I'm here to say, welcome back to Miss Olympia.
Yeah, that's what everybody keeps saying to me. Yeah, everybody keeps saying that to me.
You're 30 years old and you're already in the top 5, man. Yeah. You know what that means? It means you have time on your side. It's not like 20 years ago or 25 or 30 years ago where 30 was, you think about retirement.
Yeah.
Now people don't get started. I didn't turn pro till I was 32.
Really?
Yeah.
I thought you were younger.
No, I'm 55, bro.
You ain't 55.
Young. Shit. Thank you very much. I wish. No, I didn't turn pro till I was 32.
What year was that?
I didn't start 98. I didn't start training till I was 26. So everything, I was late.
But that's within 6 years, though. That's good.
Yeah, I mean.
That's 6 years of training.
Yeah.
So before then, you didn't train at all? Really?
No, I didn't train at all. I mean, I trained when I was 18. I trained for not even a year. Then I stopped, and then I didn't do nothing for 6 years, but messing around.
You just had
messing around with the wrong crowd in Germany and doing all the kind of bullshit that I'm not supposed to do.
Yeah.
And then I moved to Thailand back in 1990, and then in '92, I started training because of a $100 bet. This dude, I see this dude's walking around like this in the go-go bar. We at night getting drunk every night.
Yeah.
Having a good time, and these guys come in tank tops, getting their pump on me in the bathroom, I guess.
Yeah.
And I said, in my drunk state, I was like, man, it looked like you would take me less than 3 months. Or not more than 3 months, something similar. I don't even remember exactly. Man, you can never look like this. $100, boom. I went to the gym with those guys the next day.
I swear.
And that was it. That's how I started training.
Hungover next day.
Basically. And
I lifted them up.
Yeah, and a year later to that day, not a year later, it was a year and three months later, I was on stage at the Universe in England.
Damn.
I didn't know what I was doing.
You won
I didn't
it?
know how to. No, I got fourth.
Okay.
But I didn't know how to pose. I was breakdancing. I was pop locking.
Well, it's the 90s. Yeah, everybody did that. Yeah, that was the wave. Yeah.
93. You can look it up on YouTube.
I'm going to look that up. No, I'm going to look it up.
I was pop locking, but that's how I started. It started bodybuilding. I mean, when I started, it was for $100. I didn't think I was going to be on the Olympia stage.
And then what? So for 6 years, you had a good 6 years.
I competed every year at the Universe, and then
See, back then it was different to get your pro card. It was way harder, huh?
Well, no, at the Universe, if you win the Amateur Universe, you turn pro at NABA, but there's no pro shows. There's only one show, and that's in NABA Universe, which I did in '96 one time, and then I was like, but then I was addicted to bodybuilding, and I was reading magazines back then, Flex Wheel and all that shit. I was like, man, I gotta get, I want to be a pro.
And you got to, yeah.
So I flew to the States, and I went through all that thing, border states, blah, blah, blah. Long story short, then my goal was to be on the Olympia stage once, and I made it back, basically 11 years back to back. So, but now it's your turn.
My turn.
What is your goal for let's say the Olympia? I mean, Tampa, of course, you want to win the Tampa Pro. What's your goal for the Olympia? Where do you see yourself when you compare yourself with? We got to talk about the champ, because you got to compare yourself with Chris Bumstead. Yeah. Where do you see yourself? Where can you get him?
Where can I get him? Probably side poses like side chest. Maybe I think I can get him in the side chest. Let me see. Maybe let's see where else. Probably structure wise. I think I get him structure wise. Personally, I believe structure.
Right.
I think I have a better structure. And let's see, muscle bellies wise, I have bigger muscle bellies, I believe.
How tall are you?
5'11".
How tall is Chris? He's 6'1"?
6'1", 6'2", yeah.
So he's really, really tall.
He's tall, yeah. Tall, yeah.
Yeah. So, but you're tall too, because
I'm not like 5'6", 5'7", so it actually helps me, yeah.
Yeah. So I believe that, once they put you next to each other, I think it's going to be very interesting.
Yeah.
Especially
I was next to him last show, yeah.
Huh?
I was next to him last show.
Well, you were next to him?
Yeah.
In the comparisons?
Yeah. Prejudge, yeah.
Well, in the call out, they put you right next to him?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't remember that.
Yeah.
Okay, so but listen, this is going to be a new year.
Oh, it's new year, new Bryan, yeah.
So I think it's going to be very interesting to see, because the jump that he made from 2019 to 220,
it's ridiculous.
I think it's going to be very hard.
Yeah, it's going to be
very hard for him to get that much better again.
So really, yeah. I don't put nothing past nobody, because I don't want nobody to say, I think it's, but.
No, we got to give respect.
Respect. Yeah,
he's absolutely the champ.
Yeah, that jump was ridiculous.
Yeah.
I think no one seen that coming, honestly.
No
one seen it coming until when he stepped on stage. I was like, oh.
So, but when you look at it from last year, so you think you can bring a package that can beat this?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
I
think so. If I do everything I just listed, I need to work on, I think it'll be a good night in Orlando. I think I'll make the judges' job harder. I would say that.
Right.
Make it hard,
Well, you got to believe in yourself. Otherwise, it's hard to go through all those shows
where, like, if I do everything I'm supposed to do, it could be a coin toss, honestly.
Yeah.
It can come to that, yeah.
It's probably going to be.
If I do everything I'm supposed to do,
I mean, you're already top 5, so you're right there.
Yeah.
They're going to have to put you next to him.
Yeah.
Because, there's no way around it. I mean, there's other guys that people talk about that can make, can improve in the next year. We're talking about Logan Franklin. Yeah. And what's the other guy from Holland? who it's popular on Instagram, and but it didn't really transition to on stage. He didn't really stand out that much. What's his name? Wesley?
Oh, Wesley Vissers. Yeah.
Yeah, those are guys with classic looks. Taller guys.
Taller guys. Yeah.
But I think they're missing the size a little bit.
Yeah, because Bumstead, he has size.
Yeah.
I didn't think he was that big in person.
So when you train, do you think about beating Chris, or what do you think about?
No, I don't think about beating him. I'm thinking about beating everybody. I can't dismiss the other guys.
Yeah, but if you beat the champ, you're there.
Yeah, but first,
don't worry about anybody else.
Yeah, there's him, and there's 4 other guys who beat me too.
Right. So
there's a line. There's 4 other guys. It wasn't just him who beat me.
But it was your first Olympia.
Yeah.
So the other guys have been on that stage several
Brian,
times.
Alex, and Terrence. Yeah. So I still got to go through them.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Just to get to him.
You think Bryan should move up to 212?
No, I think he should stay.
Think he should stay?
Yeah, I mean, why not?
Because he just barely makes weight. I mean, it's not like he has room to grow. He needs to suffer. And basically, I think he needs to lose muscle in order to make weight.
That could be true, yeah. Cause
no, I know that's a fact.
That's a fact. Yeah,
that's a fact.
I don't know how his off season or anything like that.
Yeah, no. I know for a fact that he needs to lose weight.
So yeah. I mean,
so how much better can he get?
That is true.
So if he lost, he got third. I mean,
Yeah, he got what, second year before? I think, yeah.
He's got second the year before, and he won 3 years before that.
Yeah.
I mean, for 2 or 3 years.
2, yeah, it was 2, yeah.
So, what does that tell you though? When you there's no more room to improve on weight. You basically have to lose muscle in order to make weight.
Yeah.
So and then you go. I mean, I'm not saying it fell back. It fell back to third.
Yeah.
Okay. So, but don't you think that how much better can he get? What does he have to do in order to move up again or beat Chris? What do you think he has to do?
Honestly, I mean, conditioning. I mean, you can only get so much conditioning.
He had it all.
Yeah, I know he had it all. I mean, Chris just
Chris just stood out next because he's a taller guy.
He stood out. Yeah.
And what comes to mind is what Arnold Schwarzenegger said one time: a good taller guy always beats a good shorter guy.
Yeah, he lived it. Yeah, so
Yeah. So I don't know. I'm not saying he should go to 212, but I think that the chances for him to make an impact in the 212
he can
are better because he can actually gain weight. He don't have to lose muscle in order to make weight.
Yeah, that's an extra I think it's cut off like 175, 180 or something like that.
I know he has to lose when he's in. I've seen the last year when he got second. He was training right here in Arizona.
Oh, he was?
He trained at Fitness One and at the EOS. Yes, with Chris. So see a lot of things we don't know. We all local. We don't know each other.
Yeah, that's terrible.
And he was ready 4, 5, 6 weeks out. He was ready.
And
he still had to lose weight. So he had to lose muscle.
Yeah, 212 might be the move. Then if that's the case. Yeah.
But I just think it's because his pride.
Yeah.
He went from first to second, from second to third.
He won 2 O's. Yeah, he's won 2 O's.
He wants to win it again and then move up maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, that could be it,
What about Terrence Ruffin?
Oh, man.
The smallest guy on stage.
Yeah, and he came in and killed us. Yeah. He's great. Great.
He's
I like
threat.
Terrence. Yeah, he is. No, yeah. Terrence, yeah.
He's a threat, but I think for him to move up, beat Chris, he needs Chris's help. Chris needs to be off. Same thing with the size again. I mean, Terrence Ruffin is for me probably the most, not judging his size, the most complete guy on that physique stage because the way
I don't think he had anything bad on. Like everything was on. He was spot on.
And the way he posed,
he was spot on. Yes, I seen him prejudge. I was like, man, he's spot on now.
Yeah. But he needs help from bigger guys like you and Chris being off for him to move up.
Yeah.
So I mean, he beat you last year, but I think it's going to be very hard for a lot of guys if
the smaller guys.
If you keep improving, and bring the condition, I think you're going to be a future. I mean, not even future. This year, I think you can be a threat to Chris Bumstead, and I think that if I would ask him a question, if I would ask him who do you think is the biggest threat out of the top 5, I think he would probably say you.
You think so?
I will reach out to him and try to get him on the podcast too. So I will also want to talk to Ian. Yeah. But I think that because he has to think about you because when it comes to size and height, you're the only one that can stand next to him.
Yeah, because out of the other 4 guys,
all short.
Yeah, about 5'6", 5. Yeah, Terrence over 5'6", 5'5".
Terrence?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think he's 5'6". I don't think he's even anywhere near close to 5'6".
Yeah, he's 5'5". Brown's what, 5'5", 5'6"?
Yeah.
And then Alex is what, 5'7",
Yeah,
5'8"?
short. They're all short.
Yeah, short, yeah.
Compared to you guys.
Yeah. So, me and him were the tallest guys, you know.
Yeah. So what happened to you after placing fifth at the Olympia? Did that change anything in your life? Did you get more recognition? You know, what happened?
Got a little more recognition, yeah, which was cool. I got a little more recognition, you know.
What about social media? You big on social media? You do a lot of stuff on social media?
And social media actually kind of blew up. Yeah, I went like 10,000 followers, but then in a week, since from the O until like a week later, from there within 7 days, got like almost 10,000 followers. So that helped. Yeah, that helped a lot.
Yeah. My advice for you is interact with the fans.
Yes.
Because the fans will make you or they break you.
Yeah,
At the end of the day, you're a nobody if the fans don't like you.
Yeah,
and I'm not saying make them like you. No, that's not because be you, number one.
Yeah.
Just interact with fans.
I interact with them.
And I know it's hard. Sometimes you reply because if you reply once,
I reply to everybody on my post.
Okay, so
I reply to everybody. Yeah,
here's what I'm telling you:
300 people. Reply to all of them.
And so and what are you gonna do when it gets 3,000?
Woo! Didn't even think about that.
See, because you're gonna get to a point where it's just too much.
Yeah.
Because here's the thing: if you reply to one, which I'm not saying don't do it, because I did it too, and I like to.
Yeah.
But there's other ways to interact with the fans. I will tell you that after.
Yeah.
But if you reply to this person once, now he's happy.
Yeah.
Okay, he's gonna have another question for you. Every time he says, "He's my buddy, man. We and him go back and forth."
Yeah.
So now you don't have him and you lose him. You're gonna keep him and you're gonna add more and more and more. At the end of the day, you're gonna reply all day.
Yeah,
and then you're going to have to draw the line and say, here's it. So, brother, you know what I do? I do these live videos. And I'm not talking to all of them, but here's the thing. If there's 300, 400 people online, and one asks a question, I guarantee you there's 50 others with the same questions.
Yes.
So, you can get it all out the way. And they not only, because I can write whatever I want to write.
Yeah.
That's not, that's not showing my personality.
Yeah.
So in your case, interact with the fans. Let them know who is Bryan Jones.
Yeah.
Do some live videos. That's awesome because you talk to one of them, they're happy for the rest of their life.
Yeah, I talk to a lot of them.
Yeah. So that's something that I will do because you know what? Even though it's a physique show, it's also a popularity contest on one side.
It is.
You know what I'm saying? So
it is. You're right about that.
So work on that because a lot of people asked me back in the days. We had no problems. People asked me, "How do I get a sponsor?" Back then, you have to place.
Yeah.
Because people see you. If you win or you place, they know who you are. Today,
it's popularity,
it doesn't matter where you place.
Yeah,
I mean,
a lot of guys. Yeah, a lot of guys don't even compete, and they,
right.
sponsor. Yeah.
Today, it helps.
It helps
that you win, but it's better for you to have a good following. Because at the end of the day, if a sponsor wants to sponsor you, they sponsor you because they're trying to get to your followers.
Yeah.
So if you built up your followers, you build up your worth. You can be worth way more money if you have more followers. So interact with the fans, man, because the fans are there. They support you, and at the end of the day, this is what you do it for.
That is true.
So anything you want to say to your fans, brother?
That's it. Just keep supporting me and keep watching me go through the journey.
So give me a prediction. Give me a prediction for the Olympia this year. Where will Bryan Jones place?
Where Bryan Jones place? First.
I didn't want to hear nothing else. Brother, I appreciate you coming out. I know it's a long drive. Actually, you're from Phoenix, right?
Yeah, I live in Phoenix,
Yeah, so I know it's a long drive. I appreciate you coming out, my man.
But 20 minutes,
Yeah, and hopefully we'll get to see each other in the gym a little more often. What time do you train?
Like around 6 or 7.
All right, guys, you heard it, 6 or 7. Fitness 1 on 35th and Union Hills.
What time you did at?
At noon.
Oh, at noon.
I get it out early.
Oh, yeah.
6 or 7, I go to bed.
Is it crowded there around noon or something?
No.
Oh, maybe I need to come there because
nobody.
It'd be kind of crowded when I.
Yeah, but you probably still asleep at 12.
No, I'm just wiping the eye boogers out. That's what I'm doing.
No, I got to get it out early because at 7:30.
Well, you have a busy day, so you got a lot of things to do.
No, it's just I don't like to train late because I go to sleep early. I sleep. 7:30, 8.
7:30.
Yeah.
By the time you sleep,
I sleep on the couch.
Lifting. I'm lifting.
Yeah,
while you sleep.
As soon as I get on the couch, I fall asleep. I probably wake up at 11. I go to bed, and I wake up at 5 in the morning.
Oh, okay.
I do my work in the morning.
Okay.
Yeah.
Knock it out early. Yeah.
Exactly. When you get to my age, you want to have more time during the day.
yeah. Just have a night out. Yeah.
I understand. I remember when I was a night out, I'd stay out for 2-3 nights straight.
Yeah.
And then come home and try to get some sleep.
Yeah.
All right, my man. Thanks for coming out, man. We appreciate it. And I'm looking forward to you doing some damage because I hate to be wrong with my predictions.
I don't want to make you wrong.
I don't want to let you down. I predict big things for you, my friend.
Yes, sir.
Take care, brother. Be
Thank
safe.
you.
God bless. And that was it. Another episode for the Menace Podcast. Thanks to my special guest, Bryan Jones. And thank you guys for watching. Of course, we'll see you next time.